This week we're on a trail of discovery around Uxbridge, following one of the many walking routes the town has to offer.
I'll be in the kitchen trying out my new air fryer.
And how much do you know about English wine? We'll just have to drink it to find out more.
So let's start the show! We hope you're enjoying the channel. We'd really appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button after watching today's show.
Yes, thanks for your support. Before we start the trail around Uxbridge, we've got a few follow-ups. You might remember I planted some wildflower seeds in my garden a few weeks ago. Well, they've really bloomed. We'll take a look in a moment. Paul will also be updating us on his second COVID jab.
But first, some good news about a pub we reported on in our second show.
The Queen's Head pub has been closed since March 2020. It is still one of the most exquisite buildings in Windsor Street. Let's hope it reopens one day soon. Finally, some good news. The Queen's Head pub in Windsor Street, Uxbridge, has reopened for business. We last visited on Christmas Day 2019, so we were very much long overdue a return.
I'm so glad that we're back at the Queen's Head.
A few weeks ago we saw Marcus plant wildflowers in the garden. Well, just look at the results. In fact, he's absolutely buzzing!
Deja vu again. I am here to get my second Oxford AstraZeneca jab. It's been about 8 weeks. Now let's get in that queue and get the jab on my arm. I got my second dose of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine and it does feel good. I'm really thankful that I got the vaccination and that I will be safe now. We start our journey at Rockingham Park. Parents take their kids here after school so that the kids can play soccer. This is also a good location to go for a run and to get some exercise. Along the journey, you could stumble upon an old-fashioned drinking fountain. Fraser River runs parallel to the Rockingham Park. Just take a look. These benches are very convenient for a rest after a nice long walk. We have an elliptical at home, but I think it's much better to do it in the park because you're out in the open, in the fresh air, next to the river, and in the sunshine. Yes, it's like a fun. Now, let's jump to our next location.
Fastenage Park has got a refreshment area, tennis courts, and even a bandstand. And on a beautiful sunny day like this, it's lovely just to walk around and take in all the scenery. Old water fountains seem to be quite a feature of the parks around Uxbridge. One of the things that I really enjoy when going out into the parks is searching for squirrels. They are quite elusive though. They like to hide in the trees, but sometimes you might just get to spot one or two. Let's see if we can today. Well, it looks as though I'm out of luck today and all the squirrels are hiding somewhere up these trees. The energetic among us might want to play a game of tennis at Fastenage Park, but make sure you follow the rules to book a court before you start your match. There's also a skateboard park and a basketball court. This area was created for the London Olympic Games in 2012. There are so many parks and walks in and around Uxbridge to choose from. You can of course make your own up, but if you need a little help along the way, go on to the Hillingdon Council website at hillingdon.gov.uk, where you can download several printable maps of various walks around the town. Enjoy your walking!
Today we are going to be doing pork crackling in the air fryer. It should take about 1 hour 30 minutes, give or take. This is what we're having with the roast pork. So is this. This is our first wine tasting of the program. It will be England versus Italy.
Or Italy. It's a rerun of the Euros, yes. We are pitting English wine, yes it does exist, against Italian wine. So what have we got today, Paul?
We have one English dry white wine from Waitrose. And then we also have Italy Triad. It's a Bianco Campagna. This is a white wine from Italy.
So do you think they actually compare just on the face of it before we drink them? Is it like comparing apples and pears? Because English, I find that English wine's not that difficult to find. This is the only bottle we could pick up in the supermarket.
We couldn't really find too many English wines, but we did find this one.
It's produced by Denby's in Dorking, Surrey.
So this is described as a dry white wine, comes from our own English countryside and is bursting with spring hedgerow aromas and tangy flavors of lemon and lime. This is a brilliant choice for picnics, parties, or simply enjoy, served chill all on its own. So yeah, it's chilled.
Let's try it. Yes, it's certainly chilled.
In the freezer.
In the freezer.
Now, here you go. You could come back for seconds if you want.
I'm not really a big wine drinker. I don't drink red wine at all. I just can't stand the stuff. White wine I do drink very occasionally, but I'm very fussy, so this is interesting. It's the first time I've ever had an English wine. Have you ever had English wine?
I don't think so.
Let's try it.
Why don't we smell it?
Yeah, it's not too potent.
There is some tangy and there's some citrus element to it.
I thought I picked up pear for some reason, but then again, I'm not that good at when it comes to tasting wines, picking up what's actually in it.
It doesn't taste too dry to me. It tastes.
Explain to me what dry is, anyway, because it's wet. As I said, I don't know anything really about wines at all, so you know.
I'm not that good with the dryness either, so I shouldn't probably say that.
Is it to do with the crispness, or is it to do with the?
I think it just leaves your
like.
I think it just refers to how your mouth feels after it goes down.
Okay. Well, it feels quite tingly. Yeah, I could actually drink that like water, to be quite honest.
You want some more then?
Yeah.
Or shall we do it later?
Oh, well, I think we'll be here all night. The viewers don't want to stay with us that long, so we better move on to Italy.
So this one was only 11.5%. This one is 12.5.
11.5 was the English one. Is that right?
Yes.
And this is 12.5. So we're going up and up. Is that why we've got the bigger glasses for this one?
We're going a little bit more upmarket. This is more expensive. At Waitrose.
Italy. Italian. Cheers.
Should I read it first?
I think you did read it already. Let's just drink it.
Do you taste the difference?
I thought it was the first one was Waitrose, not Sainsbury's. Well, there is a difference. There's a subtle difference.
Do you know that dryness that I was talking about before?
Yes.
I think I could kind of tell the difference now.
Okay, I can't.
In that this one wasn't as didn't leave you feeling as
dried out.
Yeah, it didn't feel you making you long for more.
So you don't want more?
No, this was a lot more subtle and it was a lot more not bold, but it is pretty good. I can't describe the wine stuff yet.
Well,
I'm still learning about it.
All I can say is that it is quite drinkable, and I honestly can't tell much of a difference between the English and the Italian.
It's an intriguing and delicious blend of three great varieties from the sun-baked region of Campania in southern Italy. Triad is produced using only the best and hand-picked. I can't read some of this stuff.
You're drunk already then?
Bursting with rich tropical fruit and vanilla aromas. Cheddar has an elegant balance of fruit flavors and citrus acidity on the palate. It is ideal on its own or excellent to accompany white meats, fish, pasta with white sauce. It is also best when served slightly chilled.
As we have done.
So we are having white meat tonight.
Oh, are we? Okay. So anyway, is there a clear winner for you?
Italy.
You think Italy? Well, you know, I'm going to sit on the fence here, I think, and declare a draw. No, I can hardly speak. I'll tell you this, they're both winners because I'm feeling slightly what? Tipples? You see, I don't even know the word.
Tickles?
I'm feeling slightly tickles already. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
And cheers to you. Thanks for watching.
There's a bank holiday coming up and we're off to the seaside.
Brighton, here we come. See you next week.